it's one of those plays. I mean, it happens with these balls. You know, we get some new balls every once in a while and just slipped out. I mean, I haven't seen it yet, but I mean, call's been made. It's over with.
It was clearly a fumble. It was a fumble clear to everyone on our sideline. I'm sure all the fans. Ed came over to me, the official, and said he blew it, and that's not, to me, acceptable.
And that led to quite a game-ending sequence. And it's very difficult, I guess, for the Chargers to swallow this, because earlier in the game, Denver's first score of the game was set up by a San Diego fumble that could not be reviewed because, according to Ed Hockley, as he announced to the crowd, the equipment had failed. Yeah. So the play had to stand as called on the field, and it looked clearly that Chris Chambers was down and hadn't fumbled the ball. So this is another tough one for the Chargers to swallow. They lost their first game, Steve, of the year on the last play of the game.
Yeah, to think this team is 0-2 right now, and really there were two bad calls that really should have gone the other way, and San Diego steal a win up in Denver, but that's not how it happened, so they've got to live with it. Norv, he should be mad at it because they admitted that they were wrong, but, you know, that's how it goes sometimes, so you got to play through it. Keep in mind this good Charger team started 1-3 last year as well, and they're a fine football team. They'll rally right back.
I think NFL, I think we have in whole the best officiating in all of sports, but I must honestly say on this particular instance, they missed it.
And of course, San Diego had every opportunity after not having the game sealed away by that fumble. They had every opportunity to keep Cutler out of the end zone and then keep him out of the end zone on a 2-point conversion with 24 seconds to go, and Mike Shanahan joins John Gruden, Mike Tice, Dave Wannstedt, and Tom Coughlin as the only coaches to go for two when trailing by a point in the final 2 minutes of the game since 1994, when the two-point rule began. And the last two attempts at it were big-time rolls of the dice that paid off, and Wannstedt and Coughlin came up snake eyes on their attempts. Wow is the only word that could be said.
The percentage of making a two-point play is less than 50%. It typically changes each year, like 43, 44% to make a two-point play. That's college and pro, pretty similar, even going from the 2 or the 3 yard line.
Keep in mind what's going on in your division. You just last week kicked Oakland's butt. Kansas City is a homecoming. This is your team. This is homecoming. This is the team that's been kicking your butt for the last few years.
They've won the division.
You set example. You set the stage. You sent a message to your team. If we get this one, we're going to take over this division, and that's what they did.
Yeah, and the Chargers are now 0-2 for the second time in 4 years. They're going to face the Jets and Brett Favre on Monday Night Football on the back end of Week 3.